My name is Tia Land. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer at the Alliance. And y'all are looking at me like, what is she wearing? Right? Y'all, I might stay in this. No, I can't. Thank you. Thank you. It is Saturday. It is Saturday. And y'all catch on real quick. So, yes, I am a mother of two, under two. Pray for me. Okay, so we're talking about branding and marketing, and you're like, well, Tia, why are you dressed like that? Because my brand at home is Mom. Mom doesn't have a logo. Mom is a feeling. Mom is something that I create at home. Not only do I have to look like a mom, which I think I do, but I have to create a feeling of Mom. So a lot of you're starting your business and you're like, I gotta go make my logo. Your logo doesn't make you money. The feeling that you create makes you money. That is facts. So, not only do I have to look like a mom. Y'all ever had an infant pull the baby hairs at the back of your neck? Talk about a different kind of pain. There's a reason we wear our hair on top of our head. That's called a mom bun for a reason. It is strategic. This is my uniform. This is my armor. So how I look on the outside has to define my mom brand as much as how I'm making these kids feel. Do they feel secure? Do they feel loved? Do they feel like they are in a safe home? I think I do a good job of that. But I'm not Mom today, even though it is Saturday. I am your marketing director. Hold on. Let's not make this awkward. We're getting there. Hey, that blue blazer beside of you, can I have that?
Let me stay facts. I told you, give me a minute and I'll be right back. 50 million around the world and they said that I couldn't get it. I done got so sick and filthy with binges I can't spin. How you gonna be talking shit? You act like I just got a pit. Been the number one diva in this game for a minute. I know you read the paper, the one that they call a queen. Every radio around the world know me 'cause that's what I mean.
Wow. That feels better. Okay, so the outward appearance that you create is just as important as the feeling that you create. So today we're going to talk about that. What do you wear when you go to an event? So the first event that I ever went to, it was actually my interview. They were like, hey, come to this event. We're going to interview you, and we want you to look at stuff too. There's standing room in here, and it's okay. Y'all can break the rules because it's me. You can stay. You can stay. I remember the first event that I went to, and of course I didn't know anybody yet, and I'm looking at people, and I'm always checking people out, and I'm like, trying to figure out who I should latch on to, because successful people dress successfully. And one of the first people that I ever saw, she's walking down the aisle, and I'm like, she's put together good. That person walks on stage. Her name is Diane Lampy, and I've never seen a hair out of place on this woman in the 10 years that I have been here. She is always well put together. Then obviously, she defined what I thought when she walked on that stage and says, I am one of the biggest organizations in the Alliance. Right? So another example, Angela Riddle, she walks around. Y'all ever looked at her shoes? She didn't buy those with the $5 in her pocketbook. They're red bottoms. Okay, for any of you women in the room, you know how much they cost. She didn't make that by not being a successful businesswoman. So, I'm not really good at this thing here. We're good. Okay, so, branding. What is branding? Branding is a process of creating a unique identity for a business, product, or individual. That screen does not say branding is your logo and your website and the merchandise that you wear. So, how do we dress for the Alliance? What do we wear to an appointment is different from what we wear at an event. And it is different from what we wear at a hotspot in training. So when you are with your client, you don't want to be wearing a business suit because then you look too serious and like, oh, they're just somebody else trying to take my money and put it somewhere else. No, you want to look relatable. You want to wear nice jeans, khakis, a polo. Good news, we have polos with the Alliance. If you're like, oh, I need a logo, I got to look credible. Yep, the Alliance, you can use our logo. You're allowed. So you can buy a polo. NatCon, events like that, Jenny and Alex Abian, they always look dressed to the T's, walking on stage, getting ring upgrades, I should say, and stuff like that. That is what you would wear on stage at one of our national events. So that's a different type of identity for your brand. And then hotspots and training. Mike Marisi always dressed to the nines at hotspots and trainings because when people come into your business as a new recruit, you want them to be like, oh, that's Noella Ventovich. She's dressed like a businesswoman, right? So that I'm not kidding. That is my mom uniform. If y'all thought that was fake, that is I went back in my photos and I'm scrolling through and I'm like, maybe I should spice it up a little bit because really just the bun is every day. So let's go back. Years ago when I was 18 years old, I said, I want to be a wedding planner. And I didn't know anything about business. My parents didn't have their own businesses. They were corporate America. And I was like, I don't know anything about business, but I bet you it has to do with your logo. So I was like, I'm going to be called Weddings by Tia. I had business cards made, flyers made. I turned my second bedroom in my little apartment into my office. Real professional. But I could never focus properly on getting work done if my office wasn't organized, because that makes you successful. And then I spent all these hours doing a website, all these hours making social media, Facebook pages, blah, 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 and I wasn't getting any business. What? Why? It didn't work. That's what everybody says, make a logo, right? Okay, so that's weird. Actually, I did have business, my friends, and I did it for free. That's not fun. Okay, so with that being said, a lot of you are like, oh, if I create the logo, they will come to me. No, they won't. You create the feeling, they will come to you. I'm going to look at my regular notes because this is stressing me out. Okay. So there is a formula in branding. It is the outward appearance, and it is the feeling that you create. So if I walk into an appointment and I've got my hands in my pockets like this, what does that say? You're closed off. You're hiding something. So you walk into their house and you've turned them off. In 10 seconds, you've lost your sale. It doesn't matter what comes out of your mouth next because your body says, if you're like this, right? Or if you're standing like this, you got pee-pee. Okay? So how you dress, how you act, how you talk. Do you hold your head high and say, hey, how are you guys? Nice to meet you. And then do you speak to them genuinely, or are you there to make a sale? Because if you create the feeling that you care, you will leave that house with 10 more names of people that you can help. So if you build a business that is worth building a brand for, then go create a logo, then go create a website, okay? So let's talk about a grocery store. Oh, I didn't put my earrings on. That's fine. So how many of you try to focus on, eating healthy? Sometimes, doing my best, right? So you walk into the grocery store, and some of you may know this, but there's a lot of psychology that goes behind the packaging, the coloring, the height that it is on a shelf. If my granola bar is going to be on this shelf, it costs me more money as a company to place it there because you see it more because that's your height. The coloring matters. You ever pick something up and you're like, this has got to be good for me. And then you flip it over and you're like, oh, it is not. That's just called good marketing, good branding. So let's use a Cliff Bar for an example. Right. There's a little hiker on there, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, this has got to be good for me. And it's not like a Nutri-Grain bar that's like the foily, kind of bright colored. That feels cheaper. This, right? Ooh, got to be better for me. Well, it's not. They're just really good at their job. But if I bite into this granola bar, sorry if you like this bar, it tastes like cardboard. So you may look really good on the outside, and then you get into the home and you taste like cardboard. I'm not buying this again. They're not buying you again. It's the same thing. So phase 1 of marketing. I did hit the button. Thank you. Is your outward appearance, your body language, and creating great customer service. You're building the brand that way. We're doing good. Thanks. All right, so I went shopping the other day to find this outfit. I was looking for something very specific. So I went into like 10 different stores, and most of them were like, hey, how are you? Let me know if you need anything. Like, real casual, right? And then I walk into another store, and I don't know what was up with this place, but maybe they had some just technical issues. No music's playing. It's hot in there. And the lady at the counter, she looks up, sees me, puts her head back down. I make a whole loop around the store. Luckily, I didn't actually see anything that I liked anyways. Walked out of the store, and no one ever said a word to me. I'll never return to that store. So there's a different store that's a local boutique in Greensboro called Boho Blue. They have one in Burlington, too, if you ever want to go when you're in town. Opposite feeling. You walk in, hey, how are you? Nice to meet you. Not harassing you. They're not being salesy and pushy. They're just saying, hey, if you want to put those clothes in the dressing room for you, and I can put your name on it, and then you go try it on. They're like, oh, that's cute. That looks really good. There's another top that can match with it. Do you want me to grab that for you? They're creating a feeling. It doesn't matter. I didn't even know when I walked into the building for the first time, I didn't know who Boho Blue was. That's a weird name. But they created a feeling, and I went back every time, and now I know the logo, right? So another example. Terry Edwards, we know that he is the best at building, one of the best at building a brand and a culture and a feeling. So I said, Terry, we got to update this in-home presentation. It's old, and we got to do better. Let's film it. Why don't you just come to my house? We'll do a real appointment. I want it to be as real as it could be. Come to my house. We'll do that. So I've got a camera guy, Andrew, sitting there. Not an actor, my real husband. He's sitting at the table with me, and we roll through the whole thing. This is course 1, 2, 3. In-home presentation on NAA University, if you'd like to check it out. He goes through the whole entire thing, does a policy review, legitimately calls the carrier, checks on my policy that I already have, and by the end of it, he has already sold my husband another policy for real. We're faking it, and he for real sells him another policy. And now, a couple months later, not only is Andrew, my camera guy, in the business, so is my husband. Because he created a feeling in my home. That is his brand. You are your brand. Stop worrying about your logo. If you walk out of here this weekend and you say, I'm not successful because I don't have a logo, I'm going to yell at you. Okay, but then there is a point in your business that stuff does matter, right? Especially if you're doing estate planning training. Now, don't you leave this room and be like, I'm going to ignore everything she said because I'm doing estate planning training, so I'm going to go make a logo. God, no. It's not my point. But there is a thing to your logo and your website. It does create credibility. So when you are to that point in your business where it's time to create that, we can do that. So phase 2 is your logo. It is social media. It's a website. It's custom branded merch. So when you're looking to make a logo, you don't have to get complicated. You can use the Alliance logo. It's free. It's free. You can use it. I'll let you. But now when you want to brand your own company, you can also create a free logo. It's called Canva. Anyone heard of Canva? Yeah. Y'all might, like, my marketing team is bad to the daggum bone, but we got some, like, things that we use. We've got some hookups and some secrets. We cheat, and we use stuff like this all the time. Canva, it's great. Go on there, make your own logo. Now, is it free? Yes. Do you have to put time into it? Yes. Great. You don't want to do that because you think I am completely not creative at all? Fine. Go to Fiverr. You can hire somebody. You can hire somebody to do your website. You can hire somebody to do your logo, all of your branding, all of that. Now, it takes time. Just like hiring a new agent takes time, hiring somebody to create all those things also takes time. But I don't need you trying to become the next graphic designer of the Alliance and go learn that, then do a logo, then hate it, then still have to hire somebody. But the point is build your business first. Then you've got some money. Now it doesn't matter. You just go hire somebody who does it for you. Okay, so logo, website, all right, business cards. Y'all might think business cards are important. The bottom of my purse would tell you differently. There's a lot in there at the bottom, and every now and then I clean it out, and I'm like, cool. If you made an impression on me, I already know about you, and I don't need to go back to my business cards because your phone number is already in my phone. But yes, sometimes business cards are useful. If you would like to get them, you can use shopthealliance.com. We do business cards for you. You can just order them right from us. Or you want it with your logo on it that you just hired your graphic designer to do, you can do that on Vistaprint. Easy website, pretty affordable, not really crazy. They have other branding stuff on there as well. You can use that. Website, like I said, hire somebody off of Fiverr. Now, you can be like, well, Tia, how much is it going to cost me? Well, it can cost you this much or it can cost you this much. What you get is what you get. Sometimes you might still get crap for paying a lot. I don't know. If you want people that you trust, you can come see me later, text me later. I will give you some recommendations of companies that I trust that I've already vetted over the years. So, yes, your website is very important. It gives you credibility. All right. Some of y'all don't, you're thinking about, your logo and all this stuff, and you're not even thinking about the most simple thing. That's your email address. And I'm talking to 90% of you in here because I email you all the time, and I know what your email address is. They're terrible. Most of them. So this is an example. I'll pick on my sweet dad for a little bit. My dad, he retired after working for 30 years at the same company, and that lasted all of 4 days. And he called me and he said, I got to do something. I think I'm going to go into some consulting work, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to do my resume and I'm going to send it to you. Can you look over it? I said, sure. So I look over it and I called him immediately because at the top it's Jack Ray email address. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Not only did you just tell me that you're 64 years old, but bellsouth.net, do you know that one of my Gen Z employees was like, what's that? Yeah. That was in 2006 before AT&T bought out bellsouth.net. That tells me how old you are. I'm not hiring you. Sorry, I know that's prejudice, but it matters. Also, does your email address say getrichquick@gmail.com? I'm not putting my trust in your hands. It costs barely nothing to get a professional email address. You can go to GoDaddy.com and you can say, okay, my company's name is SecureFinancialPartners.com. You buy that URL for $10. What's the URL cost these days? Cheap. $10. And then for $6 a year or something stupid, you get an email address. You can log into Outlook with your professional info at da-da-da-da-da-da. Recruiter at da-da-da-da-da. Now you're a professional business. Y'all are complicating it and think that all this fancy stuff matters. That matters more than anything. Sorry, Dad. All right. Okay. But most importantly, I don't want you guys to reinvent the wheel. We have merchandise. If you're just getting started, use the Alliance to ramp your business up before you go out and create your own logo. So merchandise is really important. I don't know why I would be wearing tennis shoes and a T-shirt and a baseball cap, but I had on a Nike T-shirt, a Nike hat, and Nike shoes, and I'm like, oh, I look so cute. Andy Riddle looked at me and he said, what are you wearing? I said, I don't know. He said, do you work for Nike? Ouch. No, I don't work for Nike. You ever looked at Andy Riddle when he's not in a business suit? What's he wearing? Well, not his pants, girl. His shirt. He's got his logo on his shirt and his logo on his hat and his logo on his book bag. If you go to a barbecue, does your friends know that you are the life insurance agent? One, did you create the feeling because you told them and you talked to them about it because you care about your friends as much as you care about your clients? And two, does your shirt say you're a business owner? How many opportunities are you walking through an airport? Jennifer and I got stopped the other day, and they were like, hey, you work for the Alliance? Because the logo is recognizable. So now you're creating that brand recognition. It's important. So shopthealliance.com. You can order branded polos. Also, if you have your own logo, you can email me, and I'll put you in touch with people who can make bulk clothes for you. So, like, if you want T-shirts for your business, I've got people. Just tell me. Business cards, pens, jackets, custom decals for your car. Eric Belair has had a decal on the back of his car for I don't know how many years, and that was the majority of his business for the longest time. He would just get texts and calls all the time because they're looking at a sticker on the back of his car. And then didn't he like brand his whole car, wrap the whole thing? He crazy. It works. So let's talk about marketing. Marketing is different from branding. Marketing is the activity of promoting and selling a product or service. You don't sell a product. You don't sell a granola bar. You sell a service. So how are you making them feel? So my job at the Alliance is not marketing in the sense of lead generation. We have Bang Bang Leads, Cindy Steele, and LPT for that. My job is to create the internal communications and the fun, right? How am I creating the brand identity within the company? So to you guys, right? And all of that comes down to recognition and communication. So y'all in the front row know this like the best. How many times has somebody been like, hey, where's that Thailand flyer? And I'm like, I posted it in 7 different spots. And Andy used to be like, well, post it again. And I'm like, that's annoying. I already posted it. Post it again. You think that you are making somebody feel good because you posted something on Facebook. Congratulations, Noelle, on writing your first app. They never saw it. You think that they saw it. You think that you're promoting heavy, and you're not. Some of the biggest people who are really good at this is Leventoviches are rockers at this. Mathis is good at this. They do stuff to make you guys feel good, and they do it several times. So last week, we had Rob and Derek in our office with Mutual of Omaha, and we've done this several times. We do this all the time. If you come to our office just for a special meeting or whatever it may be, obviously if all of you come there, I can't put all your faces on a screen, but they came for a special meeting, and we showed out. Every TV screen in the building had their face on it. All the staff knew that they were coming, so they are waiting by their doors as Robbie's bringing them around, and they're like, hey, this is Tia. She's our chief of marketing. Da-da-da-da. They're all prepared, and their branding is everywhere. We took their logos, their faces, their names, and put it all over the building. Do you know that we did the same thing for Sebastian and LaQuinta Chambers years ago? And it's something that they still talk about till this day, is how we created this feeling and we made them feel so special. Are you making your people feel special? Mike Garrett is one of the best at this. There he is. Did you say, congratulations on writing your first application? You tagged their name. You posted it in 7 spots. Congratulations on writing your 10th. Congratulations on winning Cabo. Congratulations on hiring somebody. Anything that you do to say their name makes them feel really good. So You can create leaderboards within your organization. You don't have to only rely on our leaderboards on the ARC. You can run a contest for your organization. You can go on Canva, create a leaderboard for your own people. Send it out on your weekly calls. Who are you talking about? Did you put their face up? Did you make them feel good? I had an agent one time, she said, Tia, I don't care about the money. I have enough money to take me the rest of my life. I just want my name called and I want to walk across that stage. That's all they want. Do they feel heard? Do they feel trained? Do they feel important? All of these things matter. So we do a lot of like little creative stuff. There's so many of them, I can't think of one right off the top of my head. Like, we will make little boxes for people and just send it out to say thank you. Like, the other day, Eric Belair shouted us out on a call for, like, the 20th time, just promoting the store. So I sent him a gift card to the store and a big box of goodies. I don't know if it mattered, but I think that stuff does matter. They're more likely to promote your business because you made them feel good. So you can do new levels, hotspots locations. You think someone knows where you're going to be, and then you show up to a hotspot and no one's in the room. You didn't promote it well enough. Did you text everybody in your phone, oh, well, Haley lives 3 hours away. She's not going to come. I'm not going to text her. That's not for you to choose. Do you know how many hours people will drive to see Andy Albright in a room? Text them. You don't know. Have them come and lean in and get with you and do training with you. So, there's Mike Guerra. Posting on a treadmill. Hanging out with a buddy in the gym. Mike's like, could you have picked a better picture? Okay, good. So he's not shouting out this guy and saying like, hey, he wrote $10,000 in business. He's just saying, this is my friend and we do business together. Are you creating the fun? And are you posting about the fun? Are you taking pictures with people while they're here? Robbie, he taught me this back in the day. He will take pictures with people on trips or pictures of people at events, and then he will frame them, just random people, whoever maybe made an impact on him that weekend, and he sends it to them with a note, a handwritten note. I came back from Ireland, and that story that he said that he has of my husband and the Irish women, a lot of them, beating them off with a stick. I don't even know how you did this because I feel like we flew home the same day, but when I walked into my office, there was a framed picture on my desk of my husband and Robbie hanging out at the Irish bar and the Irish women in the back. Yes. But he made me feel good because I was like, he does care and he does like my husband. That is really sweet. So it's the little things that matter in marketing. You guys are worried about lead generation. You have a lead guru. Why are you worried about that? Are you creating a feeling within your company that defines your brand and helps you market and promote? Here's another good example. First policy. So this is Canva all day long. She took a picture. She popped it in. Congratulations, Kelsey, on writing your first application. Woohoo! Good job. That's an easy example. This is Jason Mathis. Jason and Olga. Congratulations on your first ARC deposit. They've gotten really good at using Canva. Cabo, do you know that we make these at corporate? You don't even have to make them. You have to swipe and deploy. Well, T, I don't have time to sit down and make all these posts. Good, most of the time we do it for you. I'm just asking you to be a river, not a dam. Take it, reshare it. Take it, reshare it. If someone looks at your social media, Sarah Katz, do they know that you're an insurance agent, that you're in estate planning? I don't know. Maybe they do. Sorry, no, I have not looked at yours specifically, not calling you out. So, are you swiping and deploying? The Alliance resources. We have social media pages. Jessica Swing has rocked our social media for the past, she talks later today, by the way. She go to her room. For the last 7-8 years, she has taken it from nothing to everything that it is today. And you can swipe and deploy everything that she has made on there, and she has a massive team of people who help her create that content. So just reshare it, and you can go back to our YouTube and pull old videos. It is a database of thousands and thousands of videos. there's like recruiting videos. If you know somebody can't go to a hotspot, go steal a hotspot video off of our YouTube and send it to somebody. Hey, I'd love for you to get started. Here's more about us, right? Are you reusing that stuff? So that is if you're not in the private Facebook group, it's called the official National Agents Alliance. That's kind of mumble jumbled. But it's the official National Agents Alliance. It's our Facebook group page. You are allowed to post on there. We encourage you to post on there. That's where I stole all these pictures of Mike Guerra in a tank top and et cetera, et cetera. They are on there. So like Noel, I know that they have their own Facebook page. They post it on there. They post it on WhatsApp. They post it on the Alliance page. They're making sure that it got covered across all channels so that that person felt really important. The Alliance store, like I said before, there's tons of stuff on there that you can just go get as a new business person, and branded merch. You can just steal our logos for now. Don't use them in the wrong way, though. I'll come after you. Amppics.com. All the pictures that my guys are taking this weekend is on there. You can go find your pictures. Hey, I had so much fun at the event this weekend, and repost it. Just don't go find it and be like, oh, I looked pretty, and save it in your phone for no one to see. And I encourage you to go take your own photos with people this weekend. This is our National Agents Alliance Instagram page and LinkedIn. And now I'll take questions. I know, sorry. There you go.
Thank you. How I can get advanced with Andy, the Alliance, social media, if I am from zero, so I don't want to spend time building my own logos and all the stuff, marketing. How I can get advanced about the existing social media, the Alliance social media.
You can, I meant to put this on a slide. You can email tland, L-A-N-D, tland at naaleads.com. So any of the questions that you had, if you like, yes, I want to get branded merch. Yes, I want you to tell me who we should be hiring. That's a good company to use for logos and websites. Just email me. And then the same thing for all of that. Yeah. Oh, God.
Hey guys, my name is Tuki Daly. You can find me on Instagram at Tuki, T-U-K-I Daily Show. Grew up here in Orlando. I live in Atlanta, and I'm so excited to be back in insurance. I've had my license since 2013, but this is my first year back because I went to Atlanta. I thought I was going to meet Tyler Perry and be famous, and that didn't happen so fast. So now I'm back here, but I work for another company, and my mom has been with you guys for a long time, and she's always been like, hey, you should do Alliance, you should do Alliance. I was just nervous. I was really scared. This is my first time at a boot camp, and I'm like, I already have like over 10,000 followers on social media. I think my biggest scare is how do I convert it from being, you see me modeling, you see me coaching, you see me hanging out, to like now talking about insurance. What is a nice way to like transition that so the people can know what I really do now? Because like they're coming there and I'm not even posting modeling stuff, and I'm just like, I don't want to just spam them with buy insurance from me. So I'm just trying to figure out how would you go about it?
Stories. First, you want to say, hey guys, I'm doing insurance now. I'm still doing some modeling stuff on the side, but I'm doing insurance now. If anybody needs help, let me know. So you started with that, right? And then after that, you give stories. You can't say, I'm selling insurance. Y'all need insurance. Nobody likes that. You're very salesy. You have to say, I'm so proud that I got to help out this family today. They didn't have any coverage, and I just covered their whole entire family. Happy to help you if you're looking for it. Just simple stories like that. Hey, my mom hired me into this business, and I'm really happy to be working with her. Okay. And just the more that you're posting about it, Patrick Waddell, who's our head of recruiting upstairs, I went to high school with him, and he called me years ago, and he was like, what do you do for work? And I was like, I work for an insurance company. And he was like, it looks awesome. I want to come and work for you. And we weren't hiring, so then 3 years later, he's like, I'm not kidding. It looks really cool. Can I come work with you? And now he's head of recruiting. But if I would have never posted, no one would have ever known where I worked, right? So are you sharing where you are this weekend? Hey, we are hiring, by the way. Let me know if you need a job. I know the economy's tough out there. I got you. Casual. Okay? Oh, hold on, Mike, because I forgot about my biggest resource and my biggest cheat. Y'all know what Chat GPT is? If y'all think that I'm smart, I'm probably it was Chat. Wow. Thank you. We talked about this. She didn't do it. I did it. My Chat is a girl. I did it. It was my brain. I thought of all of these really cool ideas. Chat helps me out a lot, though. So just like as a generic idea, Chat GPT, it's an artificial intelligence. So I talk text all the time. I don't like to use my thumbs. And I say, hey, Chat, I am trying to eat healthy this week. I'm a mom of 2. I need to cook 3 meals at home. They need to take me less than 15 minutes. I'm on an anti-inflammatory diet. Can you create me a grocery list and send me recipes? And I need some stuff for lunch, too. You got me? Holy guacamole, y'all. Y'all talk about mom mode like, woo, I'm killing it. Oh, nope, I didn't like that recipe. Okay, I updated your grocery list for you. Here's everything. I need to write an email to my agency managers. Hey, guys, here's the points I want to get across. Can you put this into a professional format? Boom, here's your email. Read it over. Make sure it's right. Okay? It does get better in time, and it learns your brand, but you need to do some work on it still. Don't totally cheat. Put some effort into it. You want to run a contest? Most of the time, Andy's crazy, and he comes up with all the contests on his own. But if you wanted to run a contest in your organization, hey, I want to run a contest over the next 60 days. Can you give me some guidelines? Can you give me some wording for a flyer? Boom. Done. Okay. Yes, Mike Guerra.
So since you're talking about marketing yourself and branding, there's a lot of people here. I do a lot of social media, Facebook recruiting and stuff like that. Can you talk about, especially since this is your subject, how whether liking their stuff, how to get more people. So let's say you're at an event like this and you're taking lots of pictures, or you qualify for Cabo, or you're traveling. How do you get people that normally, because typically the same people see your content all the time. How do you up the amount of people seeing your content and stuff like that so you can drip on more people?
The simple answer is to start running ads on strategic things. You're not going to, organically, it's really hard to grow. Go see Jessica Swing, because she is the social media guru, not me. But organically, it's really hard to grow now. You need to run some ads. You need to hire somebody to run some ads. You don't need to run them. That's my whole point of my talk today, is a lot of times we're like, well, now you get so stressed because you don't know where to start, because marketing is massive and it changes every day. You get so stressed and I got to go learn how to create leads. Y'all, that is a full-time job times 2. Not kidding. Don't go learn how to run ads unless you're trying to leave this business.
Hi, guys. Hey, Tia, I had a quick question. Let's say you have a lot of people, thousands of people following you and you're posting, but the problem is follow-up. How do you keep up with everybody?
Create a system. Everybody's different, but there's paid CRMs out there and you can keep track of it. It's just being intentional. Create a spreadsheet is the simplest and freest way to do it. Everybody that you talk to today, now go back to their post and find it. However you're doing it that way, but in any type of recruiting and posting like that, the follow-up is all on the spreadsheet and the tracking. Did you care to go back and check? If you have no idea who you talked to, you have no idea who to go check with. Is that good? Hire somebody. No, I'm serious. That's because you can't keep up with all of that. Your assistants and your recruiters in the office, that's their job. You have to go run a business. You are to the next phase of your business, and that is hire somebody to do that stuff for you.
Hey.
Close call.
Hey, so as you move into phase 2 and beyond, especially with the estate planning, do you recommend social media presence to be more for your company, organization, or personal? So like, should Linda look to break into social media personally or more towards our business face, with her being the lead?
First step is your business, especially for you guys in estate planning, right? Your personal brand needs to, like my personal brand is, I'm a mom and I work for the Alliance. It's like sprinkled in there, right? I'm not saying what I'm doing, but the credibility comes behind your business. If they never knew your face in this scenario that you guys are in now, that's okay. Does that make sense?
Hi, Tia. I'm Kat. I was wondering if you had any automations that you would say work really well in the marketing side or social media side.
Give me some examples. What do you?
Yeah, so for us, I use automation as far as if someone messages our social media, then it will reply to them for me, and then from there I reply.
Yeah, that's going to be your social media guru, Jessica Swing. She's going to
Okay.
tell you all of that stuff because I stay out of that world now and oversee the bigger picture with marketing because she's down in the weeds with the automations and stuff like that. But yes, you can. There's settings within your Instagram that you can be like, ooh, and it populates something immediate to. That way, people get an immediate response from you, and you're not just forgotten about.
Tia, the Alliance is amazing because they have all these resources you all put together and the logo and everything. What are some things that if somebody doesn't have a logo that they should not do with the Alliance logo? Just some quick tips on that.
You know what? That was originally in my original talk is like, what is branding not? Who do you not need to show up on as online? So, you know, it's great. The digital world is great because we can touch so many more people that we never could touch before. But your digital footprint, it's there forever. So if you think that, let me just during our current situation that we're in with the election coming up, you're expressing your opinion online like it doesn't affect your business. Are you in politics? No. So stop posting about it. Is it building your brand or hurting your brand? It is hurting your brand no matter what way you lean. If I agree with you, I think you're dumb that you posted it. If I disagree with you, I don't like you. Your new recruits and your clients, it's the same thing. How you dress. Girl, did you wear that little short skirt in Vegas and you posted about it? Cool if you did, it is Vegas. But your business people don't need to know that because it's not your brand identity. With the Alliance logo, if our logo is on your Facebook page and I'm scrolling through and you got some inappropriate stuff, we're going to have a chit chat. You're misrepresenting our brand and you're hurting your organization and everyone else's. Because not only does Noelle Leventovich have her own logo, Tri-State, she also is still associated with the Alliance and Integrity Marketing Group, and they will come after your tail. Not me. The big dogs. Make sense? Y'all aren't blowing the whistles. Where's the whistles? Okay, one more question. Go. Who had it? Yes. Separate, both, just make a decision on it. Yeah. Don't try to go back and forth. Make a decision and do it.